Dear Exile, just checking in. Today is a new day, even if day bleeds into day in a cyclical sort of way. Even if I've lost score on all the walls and all the doors. Even if time drags on and the ink runs dry since the tally has gotten so high. Today, I suppose, is still a new day. But I get why. I get why denial is my favorite treat. It's like a shot of caffeine, a subconscious guarantee where I make believe we are once again free, and we are free in my memory. We are free as we run and sing and dream of a world beyond the trees, and how one day we hope to see our destiny and figure out what it will be. I can see so clearly in my mind's 2020 the brilliance of your face and how it shines with this lightning-like grace. We never felt alone back then in the fires of our delight. We were free. Dear Exile, just checking in. I had another dream last night. It's been so long since I've had a good dream. I never thought night could get darker, but I guess it can. I felt stuck in this night, tied up in this fight, this so-called dream. It was actually a scheme to keep you and me quarantined in isolation. In it, we forfeited long past any anticipation of restoration or liberation, let alone the libation of reparation or simple reconciliation to our seat at the feet of peace. Peace. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be. But it's been made clandestinely clear by our demons that our very existence is a violation to some sacred equation of quote-unquote self-evident foundations, because their personal promised lands must be built on insuperable segregation and on the inequitable delineation of us. Apparently, this justification equates as the catalyst to create this sainted new nation, contrived and conceived on the premonition that they might lose their lifetime warranty and their golden statue of the royal we. Our very existence is a threat to their advancement, unless we agree to see and be everything that they want us to be. You know, it's funny to me, because as you can see, we don't need to defend ourselves in this. Their so-called unfellable tree is rooted vainly in the identity of their idolatry. And little do they know that the haunting scales upon which their days sweetly lie grow weary with wanting. Dear Exile, dear Exile, how is your exile going? When's the last time you've eaten? Your tired eyes flicker in and out. Your body labors long, but your soul sinks into a monotonous sleep. Don't let the day dim on your hope. Don't let the furnace fuel your apathy. Compromise is contagious. Catch the contagions and take captive the threatening thoughts to your salvation. Wake up. Eat. Feast. Feast and eat your fill of heaven's meat. Prepare a place for faith at your table and put a knife to the throat of doubt. Drink deeply from the golden goblets of graciousness and give in to the gluttony of generosity and get drunk on the wine of wisdom. Let your arms grow strong and your days grow long with love. Pay out the price to understand your purpose and dole out the dividends it demands to dive into the depths of discernment. And describe for me your divine duty. Do it quickly, because the trumpets are sounding and the instruments are strumming the coming of the divisive one. Your body bleeds, but your soul is what he seeks. How is your exile going? Shall I give the interpretation of the mystery you want? The identity of your enemy. He prowls with a pernicious pride. He wades through the winding waters of your mind, working to redefine the lines of truth. He is more patient than your perception and more alluring than your admission. He wears the clothing of sheep and spends his days knocking on your door, mocking innocence, surely feigning freedom. He creates confusion for your conscience. Whatever you do, do not bow. Do not bow an ear. He is a prince at playing percussive pleasures and blending the bars of Beethoven's boastings. He soothes the supple-minded and caresses your cares by convincing you that the way of life is large and broad and limited only to the open-minded and undefined pioneers picking and choosing their own moral compass and which North Star to call their own. When you hear the sound of the horn, flute, zither, and lyre, do not bow an ear to that lyre. Whatever you do, do not bow. Do not bow a knee. He lives to derail your loyalty. Pray for yourself. Pray for me that we don't grow sleepy with apathy. For he has laid linens for us with the lions and has prepared a bed for us with the dead. Masks of men close our honesty in on every side. The flags of power and pride, like a virus, compromise our community and its immunity. The tried and the true, but may that not be true about me or about you. Whatever you do, do not bow your heart. For a moment, close your eyes. Close your eyes and remember the torches that burned bright in the eyes of your first love. Now is the time to decide today whom you will serve. Whom will you love? Feed the fire of your first love with the fuel of passionate patience, kinetic kindness, happy humility, and genuine joy. Turn it up 5, 6, 7 times hotter and watch it glow. Dear exile, the end of our story is in view. We have been given vision through lenses of hope to make it through this exile. Now tune your ears to the truth of this. Providence is present in the midst of pain. Ponder that. Providence is present in the midst of our pain. We do not reflect on dull dictations of fabled men and places past. We do not devise hope for ourselves void of substance. We do not write our stories on these walls in vain. The significance of the saints written for us in the storybooks of time intersects with the chapters of our day, begging for us to lift our eyes in the middle of our darkest hour and gaze on the sun's preeminent power. From the first sunrise of all of time to its final setting on this stage we call home, Providence is present in the midst of our pain. Ponder that. Lean into that. Today is a new day. And today we will pray for the peace and prosperity of our city. We will plant gardens and watch them grow. We will love our children and build our homes. We will thrive as we abide in the presence of Providence until He ushers His people back home. Just checking in. All my love. Your fellow friend in exile.